One fool recently tried to show how foolish he is. Was caught on camera. He's a journalist, religious. And he wanted to get the attention and highlighted for the attention from Bibi Netanyahu. So Bibi Netanyahu is walking by him. This journalist, religious journalist, says to Bibi Netanyahu, Bibi, you are the Mordechai of this generation.
כבוד ראש הממשלה, ראש הממשלה, אתה המרדכי היהודי של הדור. ראש הממשלה נכנס ביניהם.
What khanfanut, what flattery. You know what kind of punishment he's going to get for that? You called a secular, reformer, supporter of missionaries, Mordechai of the generation. Not only you have to apologize to Mordechai, you have to apologize to all of Am Yisrael. But why did he do it? Because he figures, listen, if me as a religious journalist, I tell Bibi that I'm supporting him, he'll think that all the religious people support him, and maybe he'll more support us more, and maybe this and maybe that. No, you're not understanding how it works. Being a flatterer to wicked people is never an option. It's never an option unless your life's at risk. Your life wasn't at risk. You didn't have to go get his attention. He wasn't putting a sword to your neck. When it comes to leaders, whether it be Jewish leaders or non-Jewish leaders, be very, very careful when it comes to flattering. Be very careful when it comes to flattering. Why? If you flatter a wicked person, the Torah promises this is so detestable in the eyes of Hashem that there's literally a punishment you're going to live to see. Now there are certain times where working with wicked people is necessary because there's no better choice. But even then you have to be very careful. Rav Ephraim's rabbi, when he was younger in yeshiva, was Rav Baruch Shimon Salomon. He was a big tzaddik, Yireh Shamayim. He refused to live a life even for half a second. There was a wicked mayor that was against the Torah, against everything. But the people wanted to make peace between him and the rabbi, because the rabbi wanted to extend the yeshiva. Wanted to get another building, and it doesn't matter how much money you have or don't have, without getting the permission of the city, meaning the mayor, it's not happening. You're not going to get the approval. So they arranged a event where, I don't know, hundreds of people came, all the kids from the yeshiva, everybody came, and they invited this mayor. And they figured if the mayor shake his hand, to become friendly, he'll approve the building. And the mayor knew that the rabbi doesn't care for him because he's a rasha. It's against the Torah. Chalil Shabbat, and he did things to go against the Torah and influence people to go against the Torah. So anyway, he wanted to get the rabbi on his side. So he came to this thing, and the rabbi, Rav Ephraim tells me, he was there. He was watching the whole thing. The rabbi was like literally shaking, didn't want to, shake his hand, didn't want to pretend even for a second. But finally, when it came to it, they were on the stage, and the rabbi literally barely reached his hand to shake his hand, barely gave him his hand, and they shook hands. And people got excited. The politicians made a big deal out of it. But then one of the bachurim in the yeshiva took it a little step too far. And he brought a cup of wine to give, as a celebration for this, this new friendship. And he wanted to give the mayor this cup of wine. Even though there's hundreds of people there, Rabbi Baruch Shimon Salomon says, no, it's too much. Don't give it to him. Don't flatter this guy. Don't flatter him. Plus, of course, if it's wine, it could, if he doesn't keep Shabbat, he makes it yain nesech. Of course, the mayor saw and heard this, especially in front of everyone. He ran away, and the building was never approved even until this day, 20 years later. So on one hand, you'd say, listen, if he would have just simply closed his eye, let that happen, maybe the building will be built. You have to understand, when tzaddikim, they know that the line between, the line that goes between flattery and something that's permissible it's very, very thin. And below you is the abyss. Below you is the fire of Gehinnom. And therefore a person has to be extremely careful who they're flattering. We must reach such a high level of Kedusha through Torah learning and good deeds that we finally realize everything comes from Hashem. The decree didn't come from Haman and the salvation didn't come from Mordechai. Everything is from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. All your problems are not caused by others. It's Hashem talking to you, trying to get your attention.